Hi, I'm Veronica Entwistle. I'm an intuitive and energy counselor. You and I are energy beings first and foremost. And when we work on your energy body and other people's energy body, you can make huge differences in their physical. Let's explore some of it. There's a place I like to go that is kind of magical, and it's called the Galactic Healing Center. How about I take you there today? Have you got your imagination on? So here we come. In the Galactic Healing Center, the first thing you want to do is be connected to source energy. So what we're going to do is reach up with our minds as a sculpting tool and stretch our minds way out there into infinity plus one. And from being way out there, draw down a golden stream of light. And feel as it pierces the top of your head and moves in through your spine, vertebrae and vertebrae and vertebrae and vertebrae, all the way through the base of your spine and into the core of the earth. And you might actually feel it. You feel pretty connected to higher frequency energies when you do that. So once we're there, I want you to look aside over here, and we see there a magical healing table. Most of you have seen healing tables before, where you get to lie on it and somebody does magical work on you. So you look at your healing table and call in your healing team. I think of them as beings from many, many levels of consciousness way out there, and somehow they're committed to me, and yours are committed to you. They're a part of our resident families, if you want. And they come on in and stand round the table. I limit it to about 9 beings, and then you get to lie on that first table. I get to lie on my first table. And as we lie there, and these healing beings that are standing around begin to move your energy, or in my case, my energy, and we can feel it. Their touch is very loving. You can feel kind of wisps of energy as they move along your body-mind. Just spend a minute and enjoy how they do it. Now maybe you've got something like sore shoulders or tummy ache or something, and they haven't gone in that direction yet. Don't be afraid to ask for a little help and say, by the way, can you check on my shoulders here? And they'll work away on you and work away on you. I can feel it. Can you? And then before you get moved into the healing chamber, ask one more thing. Is there an attitude or a belief that I hold that if I should release that, if I'd recognize it and release it, a lot of things in my life would be a little easier or smoother or able to change more easily? So spend a minute, let that happen in your mind. Good. And when you've got it, all you have to do with it is keep it in your conscious mind. Some of the time it'll dissipate. So we say thank you very much. We wrap that whole scenario in light, pick it up and put it over into our mythical healing chamber on the left here, and let it stew for as long as it does. Now our healing team is over there as well, but it replicates itself. So now we're going to bring in a fresh table, and I want you to bring in someone you know needs your help. Somebody who's suffering physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, already going through a big change in life. You have that person come on in and lie on the table. Your team replicates itself around the table. Good. And you can also ask them for what this person needs, but usually they can see what it is. Say, this is so-and-so, and she's having back surgery tomorrow. Or, whatever your patient is going through at the time. And watch them as they work on her. Yeah. Watch. Yep, that's it. And you might actually feel sympathetically the kind of pressures that they're shifting throughout your patient's body-mind. And then you ask, is there a thought or a feeling or an attitude that this person, once she knew it, would release the pressures on her back or wherever her illness is? And pay attention, and if you know it, you can actually send it to her mind. she can become suddenly quite a bit aware of that particular issue in her body-mind. And if you hold it in your own awareness, usually what happens is that attitude or belief will dissipate, or at least soften, and you get a chance to be different in your physical. So now we're about ready as we wrap that in light, and we move that whole scene over to our magical healing center on the left. And then our final table is going to be, we can do infinite numbers of tables, but we're just going to do one today. But this final table is not a normal table. It's our political healing table. So if you, like a lot of us, have been anxious about politics these days, you might want to do this for yourself and for other people. So bring in this table, which is magical. You can make it as big as you want. And bring in a political scenario. What I want is for us all to find some common goals, even if we disagree on the methods of getting there. Common goals, peaceful, respectful goals for all of us. That's pretty simple, isn't it? So what we do is we call in our healing team, who replicates itself, but we're also asking each member of our healing team to call in their healing team, and to call in their healing team, to call in their healing team. Bring in some angels to boot. Good. And so round and round our political table, we will see a huge number of healing beings. Good. And as they work away on infinite numbers of people who are kind of rising and falling in groups around on this table, right, they're kind of installing levels of peace, peace with oneself, which is where it all starts. Good, and you can just feel it kind of pulsing and becoming much kinder, much easier, even for the animals, even for the climate. Give it enough time. Good, and get our healing teams to wrap it in light and to wrap one another in light. And then bringing in a huge four-cornered spectral etheric scarf. Wrap the whole scenario in this scarf and have our healing teams and our angels carry it over to a very special magical healing place where it can stew, it can get more and more powerful once we've let it be there. I hope you feel the amazing resonance of that much calling in and of that much spiritual energy. You have a lot of power to connect with source energy and bring through what it is you want. I hope you'll explore this little exercise with me and with my guides and angels. I'm Veronica Entwistle saying thank you so much for watching. Check into my website, veronicaentwistle.com, and I'd love some feedback on these videos. Thanks for watching.